What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 17 of If I Had a Hammer. And today we're going to be taking on Southampton away from home. But before we get to that, we must go over how we've been faring over the last month's worth of matches, and also go over a little bit of transfer news, both in and out, as the transfer deadline for the summer just passed. So without further ado, let's get into the matches. After the 1-0 defeat to Manchester United, we went up to Newcastle and came away with a goal-fest draw, 4-4. Zivkovic, Subotic, and a brace from Jamie Vardy punctuating our goals, whereas Berahino and Papi Cisse both getting braces for Newcastle. Jamie Vardy's 86th minute goal actually knotted the match up at that point in time. We were very lucky to come away with a draw here, as I felt that Newcastle did have a little bit more of an edge, and they did in terms of shots and shots on target. They also had more fouls, which showed that they had a little bit more aggressive edge to them. But like I said, we can count ourselves lucky we came away with at least a draw here with how many goals that were scored against us. Our first win in the league for the season as we come back home and take care of Aston Villa by the score of 2-1. Jamie Vardy and Florent Tanase both getting goals in the first half, whereas Jack Grealish answered right back after Jamie Vardy got his goal in the 36th minute. However, that was the only shot really on target. The other two were off the post. They still technically counted in the game's eyes, but Aston Villa only took 7 shots total. We had 13, with 6 of them being on target. Majority of possession. Everybody was fouling everybody. There were 5 cards given out throughout the match, but overall, not a bad performance in relation to how the last match was against Newcastle. Jack Butland getting himself a little better rating, Sam Byram making his full debut for the club and getting himself an assist in the process. We then stacked wins as we took on Stoke at the Britannia and came away 2-0 victors, even though we took less than half the amount of shots that Stoke did. We only had 8 shots, with 3 of them on target, and of course the 2 goals, one from Polian Palo, and then one from the big Belgian Marwan Fellaini in the 5th minute of stoppage time. I say 5th minute because there were a lot of injuries, people going off to the sideline, whatnot, stopping time. Of course, everyone using up all 3 of their subs, adding on to the time as well. But that's beside the point. Stoke had 20 shots, 4 of them on target, majority possession. How they didn't come away with a goal is beyond me. But Carl Darlow, who I started today instead of Jack Butland, giving Jack Butland a bit of a rest, came away pretty solid. All things considered, he is a true backup goalkeeper, and for him to come up big on a day like today, to keep Stoke out, to keep them shut out, is really amazing. And I know a lot of clubs have been coming calling for him as of late. But unfortunately, we come crashing down to earth, as in the second round of the Capital One Cup, once again, we go out by losing to Oldham at home, 2-1, as Dominic Polian for Oldham Athletic getting himself a brace. Dimitri Payet, the only goal scorer for us, actually starting off the goal scoring in the 31st minute, but 13 shots, 6 of them being on target. Nothing else going in the net. Was really, really unlucky for us, and it was a little bit of a rotated side. Carl Darlow starting, Christopher Samba starting in the center back role, even though he really doesn't get that many starts. Tanase starting, Polian Palo starting. It was set up that I wanted to rotate the side, get players some playing time, while at the same time they would have a very competitive edge. And I thought we would have had a competitive edge today, but it was not to be. And the board are less than happy that we have gone out in the second round when I said we would get all the way up to the semifinals. So yeah, the first disappointment of the season has come at the hands of Oldham Athletic. Right, and after that run of form, this is how the standings look. It's still very early on in the season, as we've only played 4 matches, but we see ourselves in 8th place. 7 points through those 4 matches. The top 4 early on: Man City, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Crystal Palace. And already it's looking like Cardiff, Stoke, and Everton, as well as Sunderland, are going to be fighting a relegation battle. But like I said, it's still early on. Not every team has fully developed an identity, and a lot of season left to go. These placements could definitely flip-flop. And like I said, one more thing before we get into the match day versus Southampton. Let's take a look at the transfers because it is the 9th of September. The transfer deadline ended on the 1st of September. So let's take a look at how everybody did, at least in ours first, and then we'll take a look at how the league did overall with their transfers. And this is what our transfer list looks like. We have 3 outs, 3 of them on loan. Daniel Henry has gone out to Elche for the rest of the season. He is, of course, the 24-year-old Canadian center back that I really can't find any space on my side for. I may just have to get rid of him at the end of the season because I do have Reece Burke and Reece Oxford that I'm looking to try and integrate. And they, of course, are younger than Henry and may prove to be a little better value. Vashon Neufville is gone on a season-long loan to Crew Alexandria. He is an 18-year-old that I'm probably not going to factor into my side whatsoever. And then Florent Tanase. This might be a little bit of a surprise, but with who I brought in, he is deemed surplus to requirements, so he's going out to Cardiff for at least the first half of the season. Now we take a look at who we brought in, and the first one that you notice is Martin Ødegaard. We did loan in the young Norwegian from Real Madrid, for the rest of the season. We're paying roughly £1.5 million for him for the entire season. I think that this was a good investment. I don't care how much that we had to pay for him. I think this is a proper player for our team and for our style of play. Yes, we have Sebastian Drusi that can play in the center attacking mid role, but Martin Ødegaard surpasses him in almost every category. So I feel the young 18-year-old can help us out in the long run, especially in his technical abilities with his dribbling, his first touch, his passing, and of course his technique stats. A little bit slow for my liking. I would like that 12 pace to jump up, maybe to a 14 or 15 to help break through the back line. But overall, I cannot be too mad about this acquisition. He is going to, I'm going to go right now, he's going to do wonders for our squad this season. And then finally, Stuart Jenkins was found by my head of youth development. He brought him in from Wolves for £180,000. He's 17 years old, but already has the makings to be a solid starting striker. He's 5'9", he's on £70,000 for the season, and overall not very bad stats. He's got decent dribbling of 15, a 12 finishing, okay mentals. His physicals, once again, need a little bit of work, especially in the balance and pace side. But other than that, not a bad player for the future. And like I said, he's young, he's 17 years old, has plenty of time to develop. And now taking a look at the big transfers that the Premier League has made, and the first thing that you see up at the top, Gareth Bale has come back into the league. Real Madrid sold him to Chelsea for £45 million, and I think that is good. Definitely a game changer for Chelsea, and that may very well put them back on top in this league. Memphis Depay has gone from Manchester United to PSG for $38.5 million. Baldy Keita's come into Manchester United, more than likely to refill that role that Memphis Depay has left. Sadio Mane, surprisingly, has gone from Southampton to Arsenal for a fee of $30.5 million. Then Ruben Neves, this was a big one as soon as I saw it go down. Liverpool have snapped up the Porto prodigy for £29 million, and he's definitely going to be an anchor in that center mid, defensive mid role for the Reds. Just a few other transfers of note. John Stones has gone to Manchester City from Everton for £27 million. Raheem Sterling has gone to Liverpool from Manchester City, $24.5 million the fee there. Martial has gone back into France as he leaves to PSG for £24.5 million. Willian has left Chelsea. He's gone to Juventus for $20 million. Paulo Oliveira has gone to Liverpool at $19.5 million. And all these I'm taking a look at, a lot of these big teams are restocking. They're basically getting rid of talent they know aren't all that great or in the decline, or they feel they just don't fit the system. And that probably is what happened with Memphis Depay and Anthony Martial. I'm very surprised they got rid of him, but at the same time, they're bringing in like Baldy Keita, they're bringing in Son Heung-min, and they're bringing in Ivan Cavallero. I'm sure that those players can revitalize, re-energize that team and push them to a titled shot. But just to see them get rid of Depay and Martial is very shocking to me. Now the transfer window is over. We've gone through all the big name signings, who's gone where, and how that's definitely going to impact this league. let's get into our next match in the league versus Southampton. And Southampton are going to come in a 4-4-2 formation, very standard. So this is how we're going to line up today. We're going to go in our 4-2-3-1 that we've used for, I honestly want to say, most of last season, just in a different style format. I'm using the modified Holy Hand Grenade today, and the lineup's going to be as follows. Jack Butland in net, Flanagan, Burke, Hoban, and Cresswell along the back line, with Noble and Fellaini in the center mid role. Our three attacking mids will be Payet, Odegaard, and Zivkovic, and Jamie Vardy sitting up top. Southampton not doing all that well to start, but they are predicted to be right around us at the end of the season, roughly 8th, 9th place. So we cannot take them too lightly. So we gotta come out, we gotta attack them from the off. So let's kick off, see what happens. Hopefully, come away with 3 points. Aaron Cresswell, Fellaini. Cresswell, long ball over the top, can't find anybody on the end. Fellaini to Odegaard. Back to Fellaini. Mugged off by 2 guys, and Southampton are just all over us, and it's rather disappointing. A good defense. Wow, Wanyama just running by everybody like he doesn't give a damn. And at the same time, our defense just doesn't know what to do. We're being overrun by the Southampton guys. Oh, we get the ball back. Pay it. Can something come of this? Oh, he gets past 1. Can he cut inside? He does. He tried to lay it off. He does again, and Payet comes back. Oh, no, the ref's calling him offside. It was a great 1-2 from Zivkovic to Payet, but he's offside. Good dispossessed from a free kick. What can we do here? Well, Fellaini can just have a really crap pass. It falls to Victor Wanyama once again. Wilfred Bonney off the post as Southampton get a chance. And it failed to capitalize. Wanyama saved by Butland this time. Just about to hit 40 minutes, and the ball bouncing around. We do pick it back up. Oh, what a bad pass from Odegaard. He needs to have a little better vision, a little better mindset on getting that. Oh my God, are you serious? And they hit us on a counter off of a really bad pass. Christian Benteke. I've been noticing that all game. No, but I really have been noticing that all game. It's just one bad pass after another, allowing Southampton these chances. And Butland couldn't do that. He was going the other way. All I can say is I better have Sam Byram on the bench. I do, because John Flanagan is not looking stellar in his first match this season after coming back from an injury he picked up in the preseason. And he's definitely not looking solid today. So at halftime, I'm going to sub him out. Sam Byram's going to come in and probably do a better job. But other than that, this whole team has just not been good whatsoever. We need to do a lot better, both defensively and offensively. Why? Cresswell, why didn't you press up on him? Cresswell saw it coming and refused to press up. Don't go over the top. Wanyama, and that's back in Southampton's hands. Sam Byram trying to make tackles. Trying to make moves, but Southampton with the ball once again. Jay Rodriguez. Over the top. Really? Okay, cleared away. Thought for sure that was going back to Benteke. Look at this. Look at these moves, Southampton. Wilfred Bonney makes it 2. What is with this passing? And I wish that we had this type of passing. This is some stellar 1-2 work. And then on the volley, Boney making it easy. That's disgusting. Ball all the way to the byline. Southampton keeping it in. Payet clearing it away. Not even to the halfway line, though. Cresswell. Our guys need to get on that. And they need to get on it a lot better than what they are. They're running sideways from the ball. Not even making an attempt at trying to get the ball off an opponent. Corner, Noble, cleared away. Fellaini is on it, but he has a bunch of red shirts in front of him. Can't really get a pass forward. Gets it back to Odegaard. Slots it through to Vardy. It was offside. Jay Rodriguez to Wilfred Bonney. Back to Rodriguez. Oh, fuck, it's 3. Vardy, mucked up by 3 guys. Noble to Odegaard. To Fellaini, through to Payet. Zivkovic is there. How did you miss that? That was an open net. Fucking hell. Hoban 13 minutes left to go, and there really isn't a prayer for us. The best we can do is to try and, not get shut out, but Southampton are just too fast. Oh my god. Oh, that's 4. Good save from Butland. Holy shit. Can we get one? That's really the goal here, is can we get one against Southampton? Cresswell to Pyatt. Back to Cresswell. Can't find any good crossing in. I don't know why. Pyatt slots through the... How? He was not offside. Thanks, ref. Can we push forward? Can we get one? Not when Southampton keep pushing us back and they take the ball off. What is going on with this team? Odegaard to Vardy. Vardy waiting. Gets it through to Pyatt. Pyatt, open shot. There we go. We finally get one. We prevent the shutout. Dimitri Pyatt making a 3-1 to Southampton. Throw in. 5 minutes from time. Noble. Slot. Should have slotted through to Vardy, but taken off by Southampton. Once again, they're coming on a fast break. Good tackle away by Hoban. 2 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. Once again, where's the marking? Where's the vision? It just is not there. Our team is complete. Number 5, Subotic. Why did you not go after him? Good save by Butland. This team is rather infuriating up and down the pitch right now. They're giving me so much hope on set pieces and then completely half-ass it, allowing the opposition to run circles around us. Look at that. Cresswell doesn't commit. He doesn't even bother committing to try and get that ball. But getting back to this team is infuriating me because they're not doing what I'm telling them to. Not on set pieces, not in normal run of play. They do not want to be aggressive. And I know I have some aggressive players out there. Vardy being 1. Don't let this be 4. Thank you. Clear it away. But to not see my defensive line going after players, trying to tackle, when I specifically tell them to go tackle and to get the ball, to not see them do that is what's rather infuriating, because the players should. They really should, especially with who I have. It should be in their mentality to go after the ball, to get the ball, to get us back into possession, and to try and score goals. And this is just, this is so maddening. We lose 3-1 to Southampton. To be quite honest with you, they did have a great side, but I felt that we could have competed a lot better. It was even possession, but Southampton just had a lot better shots on target. And you could see throughout the entirety of this match, they were finding a lot of passing lanes. I was surprised at how well they were moving the ball up and down the pitch. And our defense, they're running around our defense like we were standing still. That's all I could put it. And that's something that needs to change during this season. Otherwise, we're not going to be staying mid-table. We're going to be down near relegation. So let's take a look at what our schedule is going to be for the next month and see when we will come back. Well, since we don't have any cup matches, we're out of the Capital One Cup, of course. Plus, there's also an international break in this month. I think that we should come back during a derby day. We should come back versus Spurs. Before then, we have Bournemouth, Cardiff, and Liverpool. But Spurs in a London derby would probably be best for your viewing pleasure. So when we come back, it's going to be West Ham versus Spurs at White Hart Lane. Until that time, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new and you want to see more FM content on the channel. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.